Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today is the day we are going to be decorating the house that our Gen 2 Very Veggie Legacy heir is going to be moving into, and I can't believe we are already on our Gen 2 house. I am so excited. I've already started. I've built the shell of the house. Well, it's a penthouse. I've built the shell and I've also put all the windows and the doors in and done all the rooms, because sometimes I just think we don't need to see me try to work that out because it takes me a while sometimes. And we're going to be moving into the Lovestruck world, and I have built it here on this penthouse lot. Normally these two lovely people live here, and I will show you guys what it's looking like so far. I've done a bit of kind of foliage. I've done plants and stuff on the outside. I don't know if it looks a bit weird, but it's kind of nice. They're purple, which is the Gen 2's color, so I thought we would just try that, and yeah, it's just a bit different. So this is how it is looking. It's certainly a big piece of building. It's quite huge, but I'll show you kind of what we've kind of got going on here. So this is the entryway where the elevator is. Oh, don't want to move it. And then this will be the dining room and the kitchen, which has a door to this outside balcony where there is a really tiny pool. I wanted to have one, but we can't have a big pool on this lot. So just a teeny tiny little pool. And then this will be the living area. And then the stairs go up. And this is the second floor. This is going to be Aubrey's office, where they will do all of their romance consulting and things like that. So this is their office. This is going to be our Gen 1's little craft area. I'm going to give Brooke her pottery stuff in this room. It's very small, but I don't think she needs too much room. It's only the kiln and the pottery wheel, so I'm sure that'll be fine in here. And they've all got doors to the outside balconies. And then this will be Brooke and Ollie's bedroom, and they've got a little ensuite bathroom here. And then this is where we are going to do our nectar making eventually. So there are no windows in this area. So it's essentially a basement, but obviously it's not because we live in a penthouse. And then we go up these stairs again, and this is the third and final floor. This will be either a gym or the nursery for our carrot gen. We're not even thinking about babies yet, but I did want to put the room in there when the time is right. And then this room will either be obviously the nursery or a gym, same difference. This will be Aubrey's bedroom, which is quite big, but obviously it's the master bedroom, so it needs to be. And then this is Aubrey's ensuite, and this is another bathroom here. And then we've got another outdoor area out here. And yeah, so this is Aubrey's penthouse. And I thought we would decorate it together. I genuinely have no idea what I want to do in here. So for the kitchen, I was thinking I would do black counters. That feels very Aubrey to me, because obviously everything does not have to be purple, and this kind of purple just doesn't feel right. But we could do brown. Everything else is black though, so maybe black is the right thing to do. So I'm thinking I will do a long cabinet there, then the fridge. So we'll do a cabinet here, and then a cabinet here, and then that'll be the stove. And then we will put a island in like that, and there's going to be quite a lot of room, but I suppose we could just maybe we could put a bar in here, or we can put a bar in the dining room. That's fine too. So let's put in a fridge. I really want to try and do a different style to what Brooke's house looks like, because that's part of the fun, isn't it? So I'm going to try my hardest for them to have different styles, different furniture, even though I love all the same furniture. So it's going to be quite difficult, actually. So for anybody who doesn't follow my Very Veggie Legacy Challenge, I just thought I would run you through. So the Very Veggie Legacy Challenge is a legacy challenge created by little Simsy, and it is so much fun. Every generation is based off some sort of vegetable, and Gen 1 was the broccoli generation, so everything was dark green. They had to own a business, so we are living currently in Nordhaven. And the second generation is the eggplant generation, which is the one we are just about to start with. And our eggplant sim is called Aubrey, and they use they them pronouns, and they're also an alien, which their dad got pregnant with an alien baby after having our first baby, And yeah, so that is quite fun. And Aubrey is evil. Or they're not evil yet. They will be when they're a young adult. But they're currently a bro and romantic. And they also are going to have the villainous Valentine aspiration when they grow up. And they're going to be a romance consultant. So I'm actually pretty excited about that. It's just going to be absolute chaos. But I think it's going to be so much fun. Because I haven't really done anything with the villainous Valentine aspiration before. And I haven't actually done anything to do really with the romance consultant career either, so I'm quite excited to try those out. And our sim actually had to get 5 stars in a business, which has actually been really tricky. That has been the hardest thing we've had to do, and they had to get level 10 of the knitting skill and do the knitting aspiration, which has also been really tricky to finish, but we finally finished the knitting aspiration and everything a few episodes ago, so we are all ready and set to go with our lovely Aubrey. And already Aubrey's been breaking hearts and getting themselves into a little bit of trouble, which has actually been so much fun to do. And yeah, I'm just excited to see what other mischievous things they get up to. But I would ask if anybody would like to make some young adults or adults for Aubrey to interact with, maybe go out with, and date and things like that, then please make them and then just put them on the gallery. And we've been using the hashtag Cozy Veggie, COSYVEGGI, and they might end up in my game. And also it just gives Aubrey some new people to interact with, because all of the OG townies are dead now, so it's kind of just a bit of a random mixture of who is around. So this is what the kitchen is looking like. I think it looks quite nice. We've got a dishwasher. Maybe I should put the dishwasher near the sink actually. We've got a sink and a dishwasher and the stove. And what kind of background do we want to do? Background? What kind of wallpaper do we want to do? There isn't many options for purple, I'll be completely honest, so it might not be purple. But I do want to try and keep it as purple as I can, because I wouldn't say that's purple. That's not really purple either. That's the tile I have in the pool, and it's made it look kind of like Ribena. Is that completely ridiculous, or is it fun? If I do that, is everybody going to hate it? Not that it matters, really. I'm the one doing it, so maybe we can do it with a different kind of purple wallpaper then on the walls. What if we do this kind of plum colour instead? Okay, it's not that... I want to say it's not that bad, but I think someone is probably going to tell me differently. But you know what? It's just a bit of fun, and Aubrey is a very interesting character. Okay, well this wallpaper here, this dark purple, I feel like I want to bring it into the dining room. And I think that's okay. It's not offensive, but it's definitely purple. And then we need to get some bar stools in this kitchen. So, well, these are purple, so we can definitely use these ones. Okay, so this is the rest of the kitchen. So what do we want to do in here? We could do a little coffee bar, maybe? That might be quite a nice idea, because Aubrey seems like the type to be obsessed with coffee. I might put the coffee here. We could do a little hot chocolate section too. That's quite sweet. And then Aubrey can offer their clients some hot chocolate or something when they come in to do their romance consulting. And then what if we got Aubrey a waffle maker? That feels like something Aubrey would want. I don't know why. Aubrey just strikes me as someone who would have a waffle maker. And then should we get some curtains in here? I'm thinking my favorites. And then maybe we can have the cat's food and things over here, because we are going to buy Aubrey a cat, because unfortunately our childhood dog passed away not that long ago in game, and everyone was so sad. But I think we will definitely get Aubrey a cat. They're just so much easier to maintain when you are in an apartment, I feel like. And I might even just put a tiny little mat underneath. We have it in purple. None of the stuff in this house is going to be the same shade of purple, I feel like. And then we can probably put some sort of light over here. I might just do these and then just size them down just to give some light in this room. And then if we come over here and we can do a bit of kitchen decorating. And I think that that is probably their kitchen done. I might do a little lamp and a little plant there. And I think that is the kitchen done. I know it's quite big, but it gives other people a lot of room to walk around. And sometimes I think in The Sims that is probably for the best. So let's move on to the dining room. And that picture that I had here feels like this is the perfect place to put it. And I'm going to do a big dining table because when Aubrey moves into this penthouse, they're going to be bringing their mum and dad. So that's already 3 of them. Then they will have, Aubrey will probably have maybe 1 baby, possibly 2, but maybe not. But also Aubrey might want to invite their sister over who also has a baby and has got a husband too. So we want quite a big table because when they have big events, then they will want to invite all of their family over. I also don't really have a budget for this house, but I need to be careful. But if we do move in and we don't have enough money when I move our Sims in, then we can just delete some of the computers or some of the things that we just don't need. Right now, we can just delete them and then rebuy them if we can't afford the house. But I'm hoping we can. Fingers crossed. Now we need to pick some purple chip. Well, it has to be these. Perfect. And then we need a rug underneath here. I don't know how many purple rugs we're going to have to choose from. I'm quite liking this one for this room. I might use this picture instead of this one. I will put some candles in the middle of the table and also give them some sort of light. I'm thinking the tassel light is pretty cool. Would it probably catch on fire? Maybe not. It's not quite low enough, so we might be okay. I think that's a nice looking dining room. It needs a plant though, maybe in this corner. Everything just looks so tiny when we have medium wall height put on. Everything just looks so stupid. I love this plant, but it's just far too big. What if we did this? I never use this. I used to use this all the time. Maybe there is okay. And we could do a mirror in this room, I think. I think Aubrey would like this dining room. Aubrey is feeling very luxe now. Even though I don't know if that is what Aubrey is, but that is what their house is feeling like. So if we move on to their living room, also they've got stuff, so we can bring things with us if we need to, if things are feeling a little bit bare. But the hardest thing is probably going to be finding some sort of purple sofa we like. We have this, or what else do I like? We definitely have this one from Love Struck, but maybe this would be better in Aubrey's bedroom. We have this, which isn't Aubrey's style at all, I don't think. Maybe we will just use these. Okay, we're going to use the modular lounge from Dream Home Decorator, and I think that that will actually look pretty cool in here, but I don't know where I want to do it. Maybe the TV goes here. So let's get a TV stand. I think I hate this living room the most. No, right. Let's get rid of the living room, start again. What if I put a wall here, and then we could put a fireplace in here? And I think that that would make this look better. This wallpaper on this side and there, and then maybe we could get a wallpaper like this one. It's saying this one's purple, so we could do that on there. We could get a nice big TV. None of those. What if we did that TV? And then we can get a nice purple rug. I will find a purple rug that isn't any of the others that they've suggested. I'm going to concede and I'm going to go with this purple rug. And I'm going to pick a sofa that isn't purple because I think that's what was throwing me off last time. How about this? I like the black of it. I have no idea if this is the sofa we have in our other house. No idea. It probably is, knowing my luck. But I'm going to go with this one and I'll see if we've got any purple chairs as more of an accent rather than the main thing. Yeah, look. I don't hate this coffee table from Paranormal Stuff. That's looking okay, I think. There's so much extra room here though. Okay, I've thought, what if we do a bar? And I would do a backing, but we can't really do that in here. But we could just do a bar area with a dance floor and some music because Aubrey loves to dance and they love music. So what if we did that? I think this is the one we have at home. And we can just do the dance floor that is clear so you can't see it unless you are using it. Or we have this one. No. I like this one a lot because you can't see it, but they can still use it the same. And then what if we got a disco ball? This has got to be the greatest idea we've had yet. We'll get a disco ball in here. We can get some music. And I will bring the decoration box with me. I will bring the burglar alarm, and the thermometer. The thermostat will bring the other thing that they have. The fire alarm will bring all of those things with us, so we don't have to worry about that at all. This is the downstairs. I'll do a quick... Oh, we haven't done outside. I'll do all the outside areas last, I think. So this is our kitchen with the reptile backsplash, which I don't know if is horrible or kind of cool. So this is the kitchen, and we have the dining room, which I actually really love. I think it looks really cool. Oh, I forgot we put that in here. Oh, it's fine. They can have two. And then this is the living room. I haven't done the entryway, but I think I'll do those two off camera. We don't need to see it. It's nothing interesting, nothing exciting. I can show you right at the end. And then we will go upstairs. So this is the hallway. I'll do that off camera as well. We don't have to worry about that. And maybe just for a bit of a change of pace, let's do Brooke's bedroom. And Brooke's generation is dark green. So we're going to move everything that's dark green into this room. And this is a door, so we don't want to put their bed right there. I will probably just give them all the same furniture that they already have in their bedroom and then sell all the furniture at home. I will bring the rug that Brooke has made with me, and then at least they've got a rug in their room. But they had these there, and then they had... I probably will just recreate their bedroom because I love how their bedroom looks. It's just a lot smaller than this one actually, which might mean they need a bigger rug, but I do love the one she made. I think it'll be fine actually. And then I will give them their wardrobe back. I do love this one now, but I think they have the other one from Businesses and Hobbies. I haven't played for a while. A lot of my videos have been pre-recorded, so I'm trying to remember all the things that they have. Yes, they have this one with the green, and I love it so much. We can get them a nice mirror in here. That's probably all we've actually got in our house. But we might have a few decoration bits, so I might try and leave it kind of as bare as I can, decoration-wise for Brooke, because I know for a fact that she's got lots of green things in her house that she'll probably want to bring with her. But I will put a picture up on their wall. Maybe that one. Keep the fruit and veg element going, and we probably should give them some curtains in here. And well, they have to be green. So I think that's how I'm going to leave Brooke and Ollie's bedroom for now. I'll bring the rug and everything next time. And we have got their bathroom to do. I will give them a green tile in their bathroom. And that's all the essentials that they need, but I will just add a few of the other necessities. We could maybe do a sconce in here. Maybe the same one as in the bedroom. It's a very yellow light in this one. And then I will just do one of these lights in the bathroom too, just to keep it light. Okay, let's move on to Brooke's little pottery area, and I will give them, maybe I'll give her this swatch this time, just to mix it up a little. New house, new her, that kind of thing. And I might give Brooke something a little bit more comfortable to sit on, because she is getting a little bit older, so she might need something a little bit more comfortable to sit on. And I know that this is light green, but it matches this so well that I think I might do that. And then for the rug, I'm going to use this newspaper from Cats and Dogs, as if Aubrey's been like, Mum, you can do your pottery in here, but I really would like it if you could not make the floor so messy. Which feels very much like Aubrey if you follow this. If you follow the Very Veggie. And then I'll just put a light in here. And that's all I'm going to leave it as. Brooke's got quite a lot of pottery that she can maybe bring with her, and we can maybe put them on some shelves or something, but I'm going to leave it kind of like this because we want them to be able to access the outside. Okay, for now, let's move on to Aubrey's romance consultation room. And we're going to want to do that this black and purple color, I think. It just feels so much like them to have this black room to consult about romance. Because as they're evil and they have the villainous Valentine aspiration, as much as they want to show that they are a romance consultant, they're actually breaking couples up on the daily. So we need to show both sides of Aubrey's personality, and it feels like a very big power move to have the desk in front of the windows and the doors. And we'll get them a nice big chair, maybe the ones that are from Love Struck. Where are they? Here. And then we'll put some chairs in front of it here. And then we could even put... I really want to use the heart chairs, but as I'm playing in a household that has Sims in it, I don't think I have access to them. Level 10? Well, we're going to have to change those out then when Aubrey eventually reaches level 10. But we can put these in here. This room is not feeling very friendly. It's so dark, but is it fun? Maybe it's fun. Maybe I just need to not overthink it and just go with it. Maybe a mirror might be nice in here. What about a fireplace? Gets the mood going. We'll just do a black fireplace. We could put some candles in there. Kind of how Brooke has it at home. Maybe Aubrey's taken some inspiration from their mum and they've gone, oh, I liked mum's fireplace with the candles inside. Maybe I'll do that for my business. Where are the candles that I like? Maybe they can have a bookshelf on the wall. Yeah, they can just say, you know, if you are interested, here's some books on romance and that kind of thing. And I think that is something Aubrey would do. I feel like Aubrey would be like, just read this. I can't help you, just read this book. Maybe we can go for this bookshelf. It doesn't have any books on it, I don't think. Because again, I really want these, but I can't get them yet. We need to put the bear rug outside, I think. Because I can also imagine Aubrey saying, oh, you know, you can just head outside if you need to. It's slightly too big. Okay, well, I don't know what I'm going to put out there then. Just yet. Maybe another bar. Maybe Aubrey makes drinks for them. Yeah, I feel Aubrey would just make drinks for everyone and not be as useful as maybe they could be. But that is currently Aubrey's office, and I think that's looking pretty nice. I'm sorry if I'm not completely finishing it, but I'm going to upload it to the gallery as it is once I'm done with it. And then, but I might add, you know, a rug into Brooke's room and stuff like that, so that if you want to download it, you can. And then when I come in with their stuff, then at least it'll be all fresh. I don't want to do anything else in here. I don't want to use my money in this room if I don't have to. So I think we can just leave it like that. If we want to add more stuff, we can. And there isn't actually a lot of room for this hallway to have anything in it, but we could do family photos and things like that. So if we go upstairs, and we need to bring this wallpaper up with us. This is Aubrey's bedroom. And do I want to use the same? It's a lot with the same wallpaper, but I don't know if there's any other purple ones that I want to use. Maybe we could go with this. I quite like that wallpaper. It's not too offensive. And then in the gym, we could honestly just do the same and then have a wall of mirrors. I'm not worried about that. And in this room, we're going to do orange. I'm just going to leave it with the orange walls. I'm not going to do anything else with it. It's just going to be an orange bedroom for now. An orange room. And we want to give them some curtains. That is step one. We definitely need curtains in here. We now need a nice purple bed. Now, Aubrey at home does not have a double bed, so I'm very excited to pick a double bed for them. And it, in my opinion, either obviously needs to be this one or the heart bed. And I will say I am very tempted by the heart bed, although the purple swatches are very lacking. I'm not loving them, I'll be completely honest with you. I thought we would have more to pick from. But I think it has to be this, doesn't it? So what if we put it right up against the window? Is that completely ridiculous? I mean, I know I could always move the door over and then do the bed over here. Maybe that's better. And then we can put, you know, the shades over here and things like that. Okay, this is so unhinged. Okay, so we can put the bed, but what if we pushed the bed like that? No. Okay, it sticks out of the wall. Why are you doing this to me? We need the end table. We need end tables. I think I hate it, but I have to. I'm never ever going to use this bed again. So I think that I have to use it, and I'm just going to have to get over the fact that it is so horrendous. And I think we can make this work. This bed does not match. I wonder if I can pick a different swatch. There's got to be another swatch. I quite like the black, but is it against the rule? Like, I know it's not against the rules, but would it not be in the theme, in the thing of the challenge to have it not be purple? It's just the most horrible color scheme. If I did it black, everything else would be purple and I wouldn't hate it. But I'm also really tempted by the leopard. I think I might do the leopard print. Now let's just, the leopard print, the cheetah print? Is it leopard or cheetah? I don't know. I'm not up on my animal prints. Let's just walk away from that a second and pick a wardrobe. And we still haven't managed to get any of the Love Struck artwork in this room, so I'm really tempted to use this one. The more I look at it, the more absurd it's getting. But also, I kind of love it, and I think that's part of the fun. This is just so ridiculous. It just is. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. We can do a Love Struck fan. We can do that in every room, which I haven't done so far. I understand that putting the fan above the light like that is completely ridiculous. In The Sims, that does not matter. But I do know that would get caught up so bad. There are just so many seats in this house. No one is going to be short of somewhere to sit down. It's a little bit ridiculous, actually, but I love it. I love this. I'm loving this house already. So, the gym. We obviously can use the Love Struck stuff for this room. So if I just filter by Love Struck, I'll be able to find it much quicker, I think. I also love this. What if we had this above the bed? Surely, no, we can't. We can't do that, but we could do it. What if we did this in front of the door? Oh my goodness, hold on. Can they even get into the room? I have no idea. I think we have to. If they can get in, if Aubrey can get into their room with that over there, we have to keep it. It's a crime not to. This house is so unhinged. Okay, back to what I was doing. How did I not find any of the stuff? We definitely want these. We can get 2. When I eventually get Adventurer weights, I will definitely be putting the Peloton bike in here. But for now, we can just use the same old equipment that we already have, which is fine. Nothing else really needs to go in here, I don't think. It's just a room. But we could get are they from Growing Together? The little decals. Yeah, these. We could just get this for Aubrey on the wall, just for now, just to take up wall space. But we also need a light. That would help, because else they won't be able to see what they're doing in here. And I think I will just go probably with this. It doesn't need to be anything fancy, just nice gym. I'm going to put nothing in the baby's bedroom because there is no baby right now. And finally, we've got to move on to the bathrooms, and then we've done the whole interior. Aubrey's bedroom is so insane. I keep looking at it. Okay, I'm going to just go and do the 2 bathrooms off camera because they're just bathrooms, and then maybe we could decorate the outside together and then we will be done. Okay, I'm back and I've done all of the bathrooms. I've also done a few other things just to try and move this video along a bit. So this is the bathroom. The bathrooms are not as dark as the rest of the house. I've tried to keep them a little bit more light and airy, but also there's just nothing purple around for bathrooms. So this is Aubrey, can't even see it. This is Aubrey's master bathroom ensuite, and their bathtub looks straight out on this window, and I've just realized there's like a rooftop area out here, so anyone who is going to be sitting out there possibly could see Aubrey naked, but that is fine. And then I've just done a little desk area with a bookshelf and a picture, and I think I'll probably just bring a laptop. I feel like Aubrey probably has one, so we can just bring it with us. And this is the gym. It's very simple. I will put the Peloton bike in here when Adventure Weights comes out, as I've already said, so that is fine. We've got that there. This bedroom is going to remain untouched. And here is the other bathroom. Again, it's very simple, pretty much the same as Aubrey's out there. Just try to keep it a bit more simple. And then outside, I did this little area. I've tried to make this kind of look like one seat, and I've put a little fire pit out here. And also, Aubrey's generation has to grow the oversized eggplant crops. So I've just put a tiny bit of a garden out here, which looks completely ridiculous and doesn't really fit anything to do with Aubrey's gen. And I didn't do much else in here. I put this mirror here thinking I was going to do something else, but I wasn't really sure what to do with the space. Down here, I haven't done anything. I'm going to leave all the walls... Oh, I'm so sorry. Down here, I'm going to leave all the walls blank. We can put family pictures on there. I might put something down the end here, but I'm not quite sure yet. I'm just going to leave it and see how I get on. And then downstairs, I did a little bit of a rejig. I just turned this into one wall instead of the double wall. As much as I loved it, I just needed more room. And then this is the entryway. We've got a big pride picture here because Aubrey is also bisexual. And then just a tiny thing here. I might put a plant there, a rug, the same chair. This chair is in the house about 3 times, but it's fine. And so the last thing to do is, oh, also I did this tiny balcony. Nothing really goes on here. Just a hot tub and a light so that they can see outside. And then, so the only thing to do left is this and also the hallway here. I'm not going to do much with this. I might just make this the same color as inside because Aubrey obviously does not own this space. So I might just make this as kind of plain as possible. There's a trash chute and also a mailbox out here, so that's all fine. And then maybe we'll just put a light in here. I just don't see the point in doing anything else because technically it's not their own space. And I'm really not that fussed on what this looks like. But we could put these next to each other. I think that's fine. I'm not too worried about it. So the last thing to do is this little area. And I don't know what to do out here. I want to put a pizza oven, but I don't trust them. I do not trust the Sims to not just use the pizza oven constantly. So we could just do maybe just a picnic bench or a nice table. I'll put a ladder into the pool. That might be useful. So let's find some chairs. We just want the chairs that match. So it's probably these ones. Why wouldn't you give me the same wood that comes on the table? What is wrong with you? We could do a grill, but will they just grill everything? Will they just be constantly grilling? And will it burn down my whole kitchen if I put that there? I think that's okay. What if we did, this might be completely ridiculous. What if we did that? Did it the whole way up where the pool is? That's quite cool. I'm just trying to do things that I wouldn't normally do. So I'm just trying to do things that are a bit more different. So maybe I will do that. I think that looks pretty cool. We could do this all the way across. That might look quite cool. Okay. Well, I was looking for a plant. That's what I was doing. I might do the lemon tree. I do love the lemon tree. And is that what we want to do out here? I might change this one to black down here. Oh, the only thing left that I need to do is I need to put a litter box somewhere in this house for the cat. So I might just do it down here. And then we could do, as this is also where Brooke is going to live, Brooke can maybe just have some yarn on the floor that the cat is using. We'll do green and purple and maybe a little orange one for children yet to come. And then we've got, you know, the cat wand and maybe a little mouse for the cat. This cat doesn't even exist yet, but I want the cat to have a nice time. Okay, so I think that is me done for now. And obviously when we play the next episode, when we move Aubrey in, I will have done these balconies and maybe just added a few finishing touches, but when we play the next episode of the Very Veggie, we will be moving this family into this house. So I will give you a quick tour and maybe we can actually do a first person tour. And I'm really bad at these, so I apologize. So we've come out of the lift and we are going to go through the front door. So this is the entryway. We come through and we are in the living area. So this is the living area. They've got quite a big TV, a ceiling fan, the most beautiful view. And I just love this world. I love that all the plants, all the trees in this world are purple. It just suits Aubrey so well. This is their dining room. Their very big kitchen, but I think it's lovely. Excuse me. And again, they've just got such beautiful views. This is their front balcony with a tiny pool. We go upstairs and there is a hot tub. The far bedroom is obviously Brooke's bedroom. I won't bother with the bathrooms. So this is Brooke and Ollie's room. We have Brooke's area where she can do her pottery. I'll bring all of her pottery stuff with me. And this is Aubrey's office for their romance consulting. If we go into the secret room over here, this is Aubrey's kind of scary looking nectar cellar. It looks like the reptile skin, but it's actually just rocks. Rocks, it's stone. And then if we go upstairs, here is the orange bedroom with nothing in it. This is the gym. Aubrey's bedroom, which actually might be my favorite bedroom in the whole, this might be my favorite room in the whole house. You'll need to let me know what you think about the cheetah leopard print bed, but I'm kind of obsessed with it. I think it's so cool. And Aubrey just has the most incredible views again of this world. It's so beautiful. That's not even the window. And then we can pop out here. There's a little desk nook out here. And then if we go out, there's a fire pit. This is so glitched. There's a fire pit. And where Aubrey is going to grow their eggplants. So that is the end of the video. I will work on this a little bit more just to do a final finishing touches, but else this video is going to be hours and hours long. So I'm just going to do, yeah, my final finishing touches on the penthouse, and then when I move them in to the house in the next episode of the Very Veggie Legacy Challenge, I will put it on the gallery for you. So if you want to see what it's called on the gallery, then either just look on my page. My page on the gallery is just Megan Jeriden. It'll be on there, probably one of the first things you'll find. But if you are interested in watching the Very Veggie Legacy Challenge, then we are nearly on 30 episodes, which is absolutely insane. But we have had such a great time. We've finally finished the broccoli gen, so we're officially on to Gen 2 now. So if you would like to see it, then I will leave the link to the whole playlist at the end of this video. And there'll also be a link in the description below if you just want to watch the next episode, the last episode we did. But it is so much fun. And if you guys liked this video, then please like and subscribe. I would really, really appreciate it. We finally hit 100 subscribers, so thank you so much to everybody who subscribed to my channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.